Mwenjumu rigererie buna natiga gotei ase Egeikaro rituko ria rero nigo turi no mwana siasa kurwa ase county ya Nyamira moske Abednego Maina oyu orokirie ganga yoko bwate gocio kurigie kirgo kyobo governor hime county ya Nyamira so chore bonne wo mwaka bwechiri 2025 nebire na butambe ase Egeikaro sam yenda tanya kogora igano ale nere abatanya gatabesa gochikorigi chikora koru ndara tangia gochikorigi girende aserero ndetwensi nabenyachi bomugeni umaikata buna umuske Abednego Maina amuna bagacho batanga mugeni tachikora nigo tugochakana sami yenda bakwani magaro ya rero rire tomako genda gochia somugeni
Biamora sana Haron Ototo singincho ko ngarigani bene se murobere bwekera bwiri tukoria rero kwa bolinga ingocha ko bori chikura bado
ai kolegasi
bado negasi ngokora kakige go ikanyasa wanja mambo itakuwa santa etembari gani mwensi asenchera ya bene
no mwancho murigereri na kongo sana karo kanyora basa bagwesoke kurigie birogo natari birogo bioka ne birogo bire no mate birogo bire bimanyekana tasensi ya Kenya bando bagatanga ebigane bya bantu balita ba kongire senchera ya mose yende lakini abasa tware bagwesokia ase ebirogo au gutira na ne kogokya manasa basa ekera bakonyora ngana barabungu asoke bali barayi ba mambi muna twagata bigo bamwire nga litukolia bondero na ndo onye taldero mbono iga na kigagara tubwato musike Abednego Maina ase studio airinde tonyaraka batoko sanganere nyaka batoko kwanira igoro mono amagendero ya county ya Nyamira na boigo siasa chia county ya Nyamira. Karibu musike.
Asante sana.
Eigo inka Getembe TV.
Asante mshukuru.
Na ntore bada sere di Getembe FM 102.7 ekiwa kia mamusi na aso kuchakira kigima etokugani omo ligereri ito Getembe TV mbona akorora litangani so gotebeka ntanya gukorora ndachina bura nyoro kuigure nganoro lakini entira in as brief as possible. Abednego Maina ningo.
Abednego Maina ne kijana kurwe county ya Nyamira. Se constituency ya North Mugrango. Nende na Mire constituency ya West Mugrango for long. Nende unamwegura njene kichano ya mogo wirure asokurwane segie. Asingencho samatuka mange evijana unawate abantu anyakwa uribaga use tonya utagituna bagambi ba mambi. Twachite kwanya bagambi mambi tike twa realize mambi tekari wika
mambi te yanda
ono na Abednego Maina ni rure ko tena sikre kyo governor irinde batya abantu wetu Nyamira
na umuske Maina eso guchakira kigima akarwo ikaransti go karengera linga ikirwo ngero kyo bwe musiye ngero kyo bujumbe ngero kyo bumandire bungia ngero kyo deputy governor wa senator governor bako president bako deputy president mbiro ngiya ko ngusita karengera linga zachinde kyo governor nakio urara nyako bakora mukeri
igombate omumusori gochise okonya abantu be county y'Enkima ya Nyamira asengencho injumne kijana kirikera ngotana Nyamira nko amatuka manko obosoko tubate embarrassment tubwati kwego kikuri n'umuntu ndare togina nanche county nkuru ne county ya Nyamira igebwata magendo senyakitari bwata magendo chipara right regen yani gendo ngitora togeri no kijana
Nyamira
se miaka turaboneka into vijana igo tugotaka tuerorere seito na krawa de umu
owe atogeri seito
owe atogeri ye otebe na aki toramna seito toro se tibinde lakini bona singe kerenga kikero to chukurige GTV to chukotegera to chukurige bigo ko Nyamira twanyora into kedi yasike kuri Nyamira no busoko most ribore self leadership bona ngati njata no members of parliament nkoboro na chire kwemika asarake still tinda ikrania o ikrani kolinta getegwe account yonsipi nende ndamwa muna atwarire ne riyo gotakabono na kinda akore nkonye account yonsipi sakiro monto se chingongo chonsipi je account chira baranyara kuba proud na account yote yagenda yatora magandro gete singe je bono yo sokobu gente gikangusa ngateba nende itukundiyo neri swali nyingena abere nkubori kwa matuka manga itukundiyo nanya korora ne politics ne bwate procedure it's a procedure thing we want to bwate ko ro MC bono genda we MP ya genda kenga bneki ne digereti ngata inkinta getencho manyana ikonta ta kwanya Nyamira e county
as large
tari constituents but Nyamira e county yonspi one gikagana ngatena no musanga teba tikanduandire abantu wetu nende gendo kende aba vijana vya Nyamira bya very conditioned. Yani ikere na chiwe sana chiu etuisa nikete. Yani yabe ni kawaida. Kwara. Bone ndinga tabaya ya bono wikangaro ki vijana nyinaki na butogo tenena konye ntokurwa ni banta banjirende. Konye chikoti cha sinyire. Konye chiseneti ba cha igre otokonya. Tigante nemne kichana yo mobo erinde mbari present tunya kosoi mega tokorene kibongo bweto butagete.
Na ese kakundi konti Nyamira masa mataracha ime konti Nyamira ne bwate chinse mwebire ekito gukwane tukuliando bwate siasa ntubwate nense mu yamagendero buya akaro okoligererio nense mu ya siasa siasa igana katobata banga ebinto biri bigakoreka se konti Nyamira birengete mono amangana siasa eitagwo seno kugendera siasa turatiga amangana amagendero seno cross chibanesti mane binto binde siasa ya Nyamira ronga kioranye kwanere in general briefly.
Siasa ya Nyamira injino mu Nyamira nende ngutakande na ntwaro gotogi gwe county yetu. But siasa ya Nyamira igere primitive sana. Ase ngenjono isa kurigere boniga abakora nyoto ko twachagire kuri kichikura isiko gaire. Ebakirete. Ne reason esa sababu bakirete ne ribama etana kichinga kichigo ikachyo kubori chikura. Ebago jandi chiba ibire ne chiguni. Baende se binyoro mali pansa kwa abantu
bande gosera
kiraba baserere n'abantu wetu tayi wanja kwabo maite abantu wetu ni nchare kogera baba urire amari okurya gitari baba urire mbeko barosa chipara chingiye bayire chindagere chabuchi sibende koiru bona abantu batu ari nchara bona kiraba batu ari nchara baba conditionally so that kiraba no Nyamira baywe chana na siasa imota siasa ibakonya tukeri mwega umuntu akenerubu ocho mungina nakanerubu kakwe kenyoro mari orane tenjara takunyara bantu baitu mbabwati yani bare condition babekire ubotako bubekire in such a way bo control siasa yabo inde bacho chora bantaba bone kile kingotana ki siasa Nyamira yabire nekyo cyo kurwandira kuri kwa Nyamira igebwa to bunyomba nende bunyomba bono no choro umuntu iko na yumuntu yarwete koro korre bono ntukurire no mna wataba ese kubruka siasa na magendra bono magendra atukuturukana bono umuntu na yakure
siasa
bono babere umuntu magochoruga abo obere myaka 5 myaka 10 Nyamira yamekonyora gutigara ari siarenge mabadilikano chatararoka.
Okay. Biamona sana Haron, you know there's something that nko feeling jamuna sama yenda nagoka sana kironkorora a young person o kuboli barai more especially being a Gen Z. Are you a Gen Z?
Yeah.
Are you a Gen Z? Yeah. Thank you. Oh no, na gotegerere sana and I've heard you speak about the leadership of Nyamira.
Yeah.
And wakwani rebia sana that there's nothing that you celebrate like ikende you maybe yoko wakrase ensemeli ya Nyamira because every time uko with the news headlines wachigote bandake maybe namangana maybe a world and other scandals maybe chiro and namana ensemeli ya magendro. But I heard you saying maybe Senate tera konya, but don't you think we are guided by a constitution? The last time an impeachment ika Nairobi, it was a technical issue that there was no numbers. Are you trying to say maybe Senate hasn't done anything to help abantu ba Nyamira?
Na tabira mbiamono ebone constitution igege ko work on two ways o nyakoiru impeachment iga etapwa the constitution is into biara ara kana keta iretoro bona igere gari ba technical bona ma tegende kende chikiasi nyanege.
So where did the Senate now fail?
Bona the Senate bona ntumanye that's what we hear, that's what we believe in ki unaona it's who told you all of us, maybe most of us we are not lawyers bona it was about technical and all that.
It's the issue of numbers.
Ekinege ntoke kurigwa next excuse ge kurigwa triwata na ba MC ba Nyamira na bona bare maraika bona you know ba got the right thing and na ura nyo ndeki plan it from the start maite ba koraiga to no ngote
evidence maybe
no maite tiangota yani
let's what we me bwana
because it's just a perception
no
maybe
maite these things mete kare impeachment yo chaka to je papate myoto mbaro bakaba jwago nabona no ryuko orate emotion yako urukari yani ne opinion yako
okay
nabona no ryuko rire gari yako aikiasa rionde technically tu anyo de bia iru Senate we have watched different when bia iru court okonyomo oyo nyako even ko ire kwerende abande bake baguru the process bawika on wichuri nambe.
So who is failing? Who is failing? Is it the MCS or the Senate?
Comment a point ya some maybe nelinga nigo nzachine nigata tekobolinga nzachine no omo senator egere county yaro rekanenge county nerense andamone sekeroge kokoli kyobo governor neli bagali mo senator ndoro ase amangana leadership ya county ngonza chinde no mo senator na no akobalira ngwase bali ba failure ase county ya Nyamira
wika monte maete ese nyonto ntorarora so again tukiri mo senator to expect the areas concern ye bintu bigenda te county tonya kora that fighting spirit yakuru even so mo senator kora kina kiri bintu biri byase ase county ya Nyamira even last time na watch by the way kra agenda
assembly.
And for me, I feel like even senator ni mwanji sana bado. Ni mwanji is a very sharp mind, and is a very sharp guy, and mangana integrity nkora is ando kumubekera agenda. Lakini na stena rocha ko mweberi mu ko rina agogete.
Chako aberi mu gaka.
Umugavana. None rizona kina wona I want to accord 30 days even yani ko aberi ngurumete. Na bokoro muntu on dianda didio ko fight ne senate, ne senator o ndikora. Usikuru mu senator na sifuna no ekere Nairobi governor iru na bokora na muntu ina bwatu nkota nada to understanding ki muntu yo atakora things the way they are supposed to be done. One mete ntute tu mukora go fight. Bono Nyamira county from top to bottom gento ke ndre toro no kwambo diswana ki ne senate ya fe for me sim not only Nyamira senate tera play a role ya ebuja.
Okay.
Buja yoko oversight a county buja because why is it every time technicality never happen in most of these impeachments?
Of course technical system chikora senga
yani every time is technicality gine kurtugari ya justify ko nullify that
back to you Maina nse chinde sekara kwa radinga mama chanale se county ya Nyamira bona ya sapasoni warokiri kerenga yo koligi kerokyo governor kwa role aba governor babere Nyamira na governor babere omugavana oyole omoske Nyagarama na boygo omoske mu Nyaribo sachinde ngere kwa role bitatu iga biribia fail direct go pointinga Egeikaro kyo nale ko banincho mugavana ko gekora nale Egeikaro na ko bancho mugavana nale ko kora Egeikaro kincho mugavana nga nzachinde nale ko boli ko sengaki mbire bidyo ranya ko bago pointinga Egeikaro kyo mugavana o sirirepi Egeikaro kyo mugavana otemire ko Egeikaro no ninjira bana ngoja kora yo
abuso gotema nurando rankora research because ina temere ko ligere
toro je sa temere
yangu ina ni by the way Karo Nyagarama renge e governor ina renge university nanja I was among the people who kumana na bere ngo fight sana ko my time na engage university jato I was among the youths but go fight you know to na kim Nyagarama na ki toka patiki ndongere Nyagarama akorete kam chipara na igorete makori na akorete na igorete alo to koreke lakini bon I go the current one that question to previous administration yere ya Nyagarama none chipara chichare mitunga kiri bono chamero bunyanze bono ntetangote na chiri backwards negative side on the study ko improve on what kala kwanyo rumo kako the current one over for 20 years by the way when leadership ya Nyamira almost 20 years from the being the deputy miake yusini komi akachaka you know you see it's almost 20 years One, he should have been never about the best teacher, could learn from the mistakes of
devolution. In fact, I
understand it should be understanding devolution better.
You want to say that Omogaka Nyaribo, iga very since devolution Nyamira should be a county that our governor benchmarking because he has been there since Arenge deputy or
governor. Yes. Pono ma egwampo na mpirebi na yago point out chipara ngotebi chipara cha ntubwa chipara chinge Nyamira. Nande this time Nyamira never to cover designed. You know, even kwenye redesign buya ever attractive and even go open more chipara se town because Nyamira mete bwata one street bono ntubwata ko ari kone bataye ko gora chipara at least even with some interior parts bantu ba open up there town igare sorry bono chipare chamero bunyansi bono nowadays nobody even cares na romanya tayo care or just healthcare. Healthcare is the most important thing
ase
mwanya bantu Wacha kwanda chinya kitari cha Nyamira, there's nothing to smile about. Ntubwate enough trained staffs. Wako genda ona ne Panadol na boku misie Panadol. All what you be told na mete tubwate those medication chibante ko chile supplied by serikali county chibante ko toko not every medication no bante kwande chemist ochiko but one kwanyo even the basic ones bikodeteki bio na inde mukaromo gavana utakacha request serikali naki njenga chimocha desi ngenje bono ata provide mario gonya gitari tigabakora kitigabakwe ndindeke so healthcare is totally failed ntubwati anything to doras ntubwate like there's one nyama ya blood bank it is stalled umetana manyinga is very essential so ntubwate kutwara enough supply ya manyinga abantu kirimo ntona manyinga mwerere au nyakubekirwa manyinga but it is stalled that's a very important nini igezero Umay konyora ochikonyora ntubwate ibinde bawo chakene TVET konyo most of them they are stalled sicha chakire tu chikasoka chibe sound bakali chikanda chikakwama oroche abantu babira complain about bonus na instead to to an explanation why other places bakonyora bonus erigoro kubwa Nyamira usoko bwa other counties the reason is simple. The reason kwanyora chipare jinta the same question ntubwate parangiye kwira product yake tundubari aya okay yake tundubari umuntu makobera for 8 hours aganyete gari ye tundubari koreke Nyamira nase ne county bwata a lot of rainfall also muntu expected a lot of mbretu ne mbrege gotkonye parembe chigale chicha chikokwama echa yabere for 8 hours egente tangani ya affect mukulima nendagereria nabo ento chokore gento kereka kireta echaye tundubari abwanta nda aichingi chaye richi one chire kuye chukoni chiro ofeirire obutira for 8 hours egari ya chire late echaye ri quality yakoreki ya reduced by the time we get factory what the factory will do in echaye test quality baba kana according to quality echaye lakini tumaocha tuka chikaunt chinde mount Kenya charo igento tu affect mukulima umukulima umata amatabere enkoro is quality era wana bastigire to that abwatiri chiko lakini numwa mochumwa muita ase ndi mwikoro sparangia chike echairu etundubali so abune county ya Nyamira yakoreki ya feri mwegwete bona mangana ECD ndubate issues na mangana ECD ntubwate abari muga because if umwana abantu bari ba ECD all they want just employ them on permanent pension simple as that babe ditamega sine ngong sana erinde kibagwero korega asiri twachi gutwara quality education ise county ya Nyamira kwarode Aya Nyamira
Tabwa say ECD but the governor has provided their ngori abantu.
Yes ngocha nare ngabo. Thank you Mr. Sam. So say county yetu metekera copy gento at least improve. Copy yake improvement. Tago copy aiwa mogero chimaga. Ngori negente lakini most of abana aba there's some things bara batakonya para tamani abere school amnyo go school wali kubwero ngori because ngori nanyimambi mwabo. Ngori is the only thing most of families chikoraki chiwa afford. Kware so kumuire como make taira na nyomba tayiro ngori cho comment school. Kware ba igara ko make abana bana bake ne population ya bana ba ECD na bake na bara ko tema aibere ne county ejirani oyana na mabere yara wana ba comment ne kan kumugari you improve on something
but I think it's very started there ngori and then if Simba copy pasted I can improve the way you say it.
Lakini bono
someone improves.
Yeah, because of lack of otiko meto go chatuna de mikambu ita idea yero ngori. Utai korete yo body you know. Mete
ande gate sukari.
Sasa kapo igen tukana gero mwana atamani it's a good idea lakini it's not a good idea nakina nyebega. Idea you joko make mwana bere school. Lakini nyemeki
implementation ya tota bere shallow.
Ere shallow nende what you give them. Inchukwa wakira gero mwana bere school. Tinga tu mwana natamani kumnya ko rusowa achiko ko kujunyo gori school. Lakini ego beke ntuke tekego mu attract ina rakia ko gara.
Na karoto ko ne gore ICD karoto kantu ko kwanera to ko ne gore ya bali mto ko ne gore ya mangana yero ngori na ko improve ya benero rebate yo ne ko improve rego tsena be ko tikara mne rego agendo kere essential samangana ICD ekrasi sabana bagasomera rero ntakinde gwatarire se account kwarorere nganga kibire condition ya nga kibire
yes na tarire account yemeta you go randomly kwanza kurigen those classes because mate tabia ya kare twakabekire prac poteri ya magoro ya iture chinga lakini wenda Nyamira naboko nyanyora ibira classes mate na bana bagwati na seats bawe karansi nende bono as a governor or some manager ye county kubwate budget no ni motracha no nesere ngori make abana bai karanse ko comfortable
okay
manya it's so yani eko ya chimono sana kero ko end up to a generation eto sai na still ndo bwati good classes abana bakobera not only even ECD even this school chosen about the national government kwanyora na classes are not appealing. There is a time when I record now with my boys kama kota wa surely for pake century sai does it mean there's no money okay no nyo mwako mutanga toko oro asibike mwako ndo cho improve
are you trying to say that maybe Governor Tanya ko rosi eni gose chiri watarire chiri arosiri maybe na chiri arosiri chiri arosi na chiri atararos or is he has totally done nothing?
No Sam we should not that's what the leaders very smart na yani ababa biaba utibiroko na bachi bagatonyorega na arosi Sam so it's a sample umuntu acho se sample na bimunya kwa social media
yako bayiro ako batenga agenda more grass
industry asigete kero wasoete egavana ewatata going to improve maybe build ECD classes account ya mtoto tena I'm going to build some correct because ibono to kwa chakre ko kora mangana partiality asingenjo you are not providing education we say helping the county equitably we say equally no promises the kwa so
but I think your incoming his excellency God willing sao what sinaba na nchi wao wanchira you see we have a budget vintevions pito wikirani oiche your first term we budget ya once na ndokore every class in Nyamira. I think that is why I tried to ask, has he done some that he is continuing doing? We say I get at a point because into what a budget and are you aware Nyamira irenge konyora pa financial year allocation
tena wataibika
Mr. Concerned Governor
tiango tai what's happening noche that idea njema against that idea one okay rosi bona 70% osorosi osorokana go improve right
what amount does Nyamira get as an allocation
Mosikago tabanga maybe garakana gradually
at least
egas na gender
kero mwako ndo wika
sai koro gas na gender
kero mwako ndo wika na botoko point out na ki so a constituent okay acha this city classes at this constituents ono ikire this constituents is doing something mate again to get another go ta neke Mr. Sam a budget yota ya Nyamira for example the problem is not about budget the problem is how the resources chiko diverted that's the only problem in fact if you are even 10 million on your plan bijamnu kwenda ko otana okay health care ganezi 2 million education ganezi 3 million oyi mukichibesa 2 million obeke health care usene education ochibeke chonsipi then you liaise with the people at that ministry obata okay what do you want? What is your priority in this ministry?
2 million ejinaba chikoleke.
You as a manager, to understand that sometimes people can mess up, but that's why you are a manager, you are a supervisor, you are a leader. So no bwata mangana yogo go check continuation of this project. Okay, can go under the second month. So na project ku na te chipesa chiziange 3 million. What the first you have you plan for that budget, right? What in the first month they want to do a foundation of these classes.
I'm sorry, but I again don't get into kumanya kurua sorry and though again don't get into convinced Aria says starting as a Senate, but maybe we'll talk it later. But my point is we are 3 years,
yes,
right? My interest is Nyamira, how much do they get on allocation? And we support the constitution. We have sometimes the governor is dictated go take a certain percentage a certain percentage agenda samagendro and you know governor why the chibese natake to ko ikirani ndoto ya healthcare natete gwikirania ndoto ya ECD and maybe agriculture, because I know you understand the role of a governor, maybe to be yakora se chiparanchiro. You see, this one it does in a punch. Totebenga, this time we'll do this. Is 3 years now. Chigo chikorori 4. You talked about 70%, so that's why I'm asking. My point is, he has not done, or say he has done a small amount according maybe to your expectation, maybe sitaraikiran.
A problem when you mentioned about wakana imeshara.
Norocha chipesa chipina chikocha. But then chiwate percentage yaenga. This percent yako enda so wakana imeshara. And there's a certain percentage that dictates inga enere ya magendero. That's why okora kero auditor general akoreta baroko nyoranga go ba chite chi trip chinyinge baga kane meshare menge wetani the percentage that was supposed okorerwa magendero.
That's why I'm telling you. I will not totally want na.
Okay.
A problem now than a diversion of the resources. Whatever amana banda bakanji trip chinyinge. Konyeri as a man
yani according to auditor general.
Yeah.
Example gina kutumeka.
That's the example kwa number one. Chibasa chiacha. A budget ya for example, right? Ndubwate development or budget. Ndubwate no bwate wakane meshahara. Lakini ngese meshahara yatoka yenkire wono wansa kurustiwa development
wakane meshahara.
Aseki njubwate abinaki. Banta I'm sorry, the media nabanda ukichinyanga because kubera bantu, you know, mwanza kubeka trip, mwanza kutumeka more money chiwanda kwenda into healthcare, right? Mwanza kuchiwa za chizidi, mwanza ujaji mission chena. That's not enough. No matter in the host workers.
It affects counties.
No, it's affecting counties. Ocho monto arebu era kilinguri ara mushareka na county monto there's no way monto are employed the county as a host worker it is dirora governor ta correct etamanyeti avuna mangano waka na commission ocho rata abuna ki umushara is 50,000 in fact waka was 200,000 I want to make 50 to akora ni gachonyo 50 chinde ticket you don't question I sleep ya korogene ki 200,000 eteri auto tagetejo
na amusikama ina gartoka ntukuri ko ligoro ya mangano gotumike bwechi pesa twakuwa nirwe budget muna samwara atakaranga ligoro ya budget muna chibate chikotumeka chi county chibwate gando ko in source go source revenue in source revenue
chiriba konyo
chiri account tari kuganya chiru Nairobi yako ya rosa chioka ashinde se account ya Nairobi nebwate yani account ya Nyamira nebwate ya avenue yoko ya rosa chibese chiga na chiro chinga kichiko tumeko senja kichitage utumeka na ndenga nchira kinza chinde se isikobanga kwa rali go mugafa na mambi after chikura kona kwa rali go mugafa na 2027 nchira kia yora nyara ko improve erede chibese chiche go isana muna samata banga chiko cha chinganza chinde go sichia nyorange budget ya chire ochese mishahara egara chibese chimentekana nkere kikelioro jora nyaka go tambwe se account Nyamira kana nyaka go konye account Nyamira nyola chibese nyingi sicho burai bwa.
Thank you so much, Haron. Nyamira County, we also compare na Kisii County, for example. Let's give the neighboring county. Eto manyete. Usongo ego usogo tara. Botuko. You see business going on.
Yeah.
Nyamira sa moja tu kechasik. Where are you going to get money to collect?
Why are Chipe closed?
Number one, do you know why they are closed? There's no environment. A creatory could work even 16 hours. Correct. I think enjo even simple street lights. Nchiyo. Bantu pa akora biashara bisunte. Correct. So that's one effect, a problem in the top. Yan to go back a simple street light. Edinde bantu nangingota ki Mr. Sam and Haron. A problem in Nyamira is leadership. Na ki the only thing you need to do is to provide environment. Abantu bero sechibesacha. Kebero sechibesacha. You can get money. No once collect the revenue from there, so that you can boost ornamented to your top up from what you are getting from the national government. So if you're not creating a decent environment, where are you going to get money? Number two, system of revenue collection. Ntumeta bantu kuibabara chiwesa. No enda wana Nyamira for example uchiku park gari. We need some parking fees, right? Yeah. If you don't have good structured revenue collection, you are losing money. Abanta ubegete abachogi aba ebakubeka chimebuko ya
anye system teyo eraba meko baba accountable.
Yeah. So that's what we are saying, lack of leadership. I think enjo I have a leader osomne governor. No banda call a loophole. Chiwase chiko siraka na kinda improve which system can I come with echiko konya chilikeje chibesa. That's one thing. The other thing kwanta kin na kore to
improve in society.
do you know simple parking you can collect a lot of money.
Yeah.
Nyamira te got good parking site. One idea I have is to build a parking parking lot in Gia. You know, you can just use allow the CMCA a county by a budget you give them ideas. This is what I want to do. You first of all you talk to them, you remember to follow the law, but you give them this is what I want to do. This is how the county which could benefit from this parking lot.
Into law.
Because that's a simple way of getting money.
Yeah.
Build a parking lot and so collect the revenue. Another way, that by creating an environment. Nyamira has been having Manga Stadium for how many years?
It is told for the longest time possible.
Goose Stadium, how many people are benefit outside here?
They collect a lot of money.
They collect a lot of money. Just creating an environment. They go build a good stadium. They have to answer go Nyamira, which is no Pira. What I change one day. Actually, what Pira? Only the mission. I know it. You have to give out circulatory. Simple as that. A problem in Nyamira ina want to move out, people not coming in. That Nyabite market should be improved so that at least some of the work manyanaki, Ritukoria Nyabiteneri, Ritukoria Darachambineri, so build this market. I want to watch a call Nibin Toro. Krumundamata Kago or Richard and Gerandabantongo Chorokoro, you see you're attracting people. Correct. So and supporting Nyamira is about agriculture. Correct. So those are the things you create an environment. Collect more revenues. Yeah.
Yes, Mheshimiwa.
Yeah.
Atimati Ototo, again, Taba convinced. I will wish him was clarify as you are going forward. Tomanyako and Asamas, it is what it is. Again, there's something you said about the Senate. That back to Senate.
Okay, yeah.
I hope you understand the roles of a Senate. Maybe can you, it's all about representation of Chichase County. And maybe raising alarms when there is a problem. Ona kinataka ukuboli when you talked about the Senate of Nyamira, ngala muwe na haki.
Nataka sam, ugacha karanga ligia Senate.
Okay.
Tora kora na mangana iga kora na putra jala to kuburkana.
Thank you for guidance.
Karo to kwa nere to kwa regoro ya amangana ya in-source revenue account ya nyora chibaza chia na muna nchira ya kwa nyora chibaza chia county nchira ya serikali ya county kwa nyora chibaza through amangana ya earth na I think Nyamira nyagitaliana ya Nyamira level 4 I think na ya berege gotabekananga it's one of the bestest kobwa I think akikorated lakini ase gotabekananga it's doing fairly well. Timete samangana ya ya RCRS account ya Nyamira ayengi ukoregereri go iri account ye nande ngerengere kibwate ko ya mangana ya wacheno account ya
netwata healthcare nere very paramount so bumuntu without health muntu kata wati good health takonya kona mukondo takonya konya kore go create employment for others na themselves. So healthcare is a challenge, and because I think it's I don't know developed, because the problem what is having not only enough staff, but were qualified and trained staff. Correct. Because qualified and trained staff, things will be able to run smoothly. So if you can have you are talking about general level 4, Nyamira level 4 might be having enough staff, like enough, but fairly enough.
Fair enough, yeah.
Because previously, the national government, I think the national government, it employed healthcare, people there, staff there, well equipped. But it's to other healthcare facilities in the county. You don't find enough qualified and trained staff. You Nyamira level 4 is one hospital and it's on the county, Lakini to what those ones close to people. At least dispensary staffs paroro pakokonya abantu baituroje lakini kwanya they don't have those enough staff and again equipment you know ntubwate kutwara equipment yose wente kokonya abantu at that level ni mama ntwataroki batara transfer to other hospitals because abantu banyamira most of them poverty is high by konya wekonya also in the private hospitals so they need those dispensaries abuno ishide chakrete some dispensaries nabakonya chire closed to say because they don't have enough staff so we need to improve or increase the number of staffs to these dispensaries for me na jiji very important and even because if you can nende mnajiranga no mwananchi na butunya ko reduce the number of patients at the level 4 asengejo muntu twari hada kitabu komje ko charia level 4 na wako na to dispensaries or reduce the number of population which utoka as patients which utoka as level 4 so we need to have enough equip these dispensaries with enough staff and enough equipment ili banyana kwanya bananchi yeah
na kero wato tagantu kuligere padu gori kwanya wechi basa the county kwanya rachi basa matukaba ngo mugavana we county ya Nyamira musika munyaribo na GTS stadium gachi chibase ngo gucyanyota agatabanga genta kama gucokara no gutanga abasaba bali banyo chibase cyanyota mbachi koru ibanga se myaka etanire mutu munanyata kwa kubeka ndematinga kena karangara liki yakuru somo governor segente gitangani ego yende njira ya mayo gutanga chibase nza chira bango cyo kurwebanga se myaka 5 gosbango cyo koliki license myaka 5 yeri chibase county ego cyo kwanyara nigendo kindi yakabere igente kengere rotengere gento kira konya basaya banyamira
maete gigi kyanyota tikutakana ku by the way
bana ko gigi
asingenjo njema yete na ata mne kuburi maete ayino maete monto monyote chibase chuma yete maete byamana
nje pa fashi yo muna murali na bangu bamanya amabayo atatu ekara
aya chibase chicha mbato banenge banyote ko Nyamira maybe if you can give me the population aba uchikoli nu mbanya kwa kane bango then we can argue from there through okay tikumu governor na rengo na rengi president na maite namba ya chete so ndu tigacha totene ki this is the number ya bantu banyote nyota ba chakri biashara gete abamba kane bango korre it would make sense but if the mbanya goja theoretically kunyota tena ki na ndo kwa kya abana inji ase nje kanya bantu banyote 15 na bataka ne bango they are feeling nothing korre nende ki nyota is just a scam that's why I don't support it they get it was a World Bank thing kya bantu konya youths different from the government the government intervening as to make politically na ya sadite gento kedi chwa sija go tugu chicho oso kolonji go ya tekoroche kolonji kaiga the billions they used to go fly those people all over to this stadium e ba government na ta chwa chisa ne ba ko biashara at this age and era there's this argument serikali yenyewe watana umuntu nakome no juu hiyo 500 kwa mtu mwingine ni amana to correct saa hii 20,000 I don't know which kind of business you can start. Let's be honest. No,
I think biashara 20,000.
No, 20,000 a problem.
Is a lot of money.
No, it used to be a lot of money.
It is a lot of money. Someone can start. For example, you're having a project to go on Yamagan. How much do you need?
Aga project ko
tete ko ramagina just a crate obe kendo ime ogore ne chinya chemi o korero ro si sala de bagor ko o chaga kon how much do you need
la chao nyamagina for example
no but trendo rafa dikre you see it's a form of it's a form of
this 20,000 is going to narrow you to kon nyamagina mwens kilo muntu will come with the same idea
no there's a lot of ideas
the best business I can use 20,000 no kon nyamagina which ko rangere na njira ngenda by the way with this 20,000
watermelons
the best watermelon how much can you start a business with watermelon?
That's what I'm
you need to get watermelon. We don't grow it in Kisii, right?
Yeah, but how much do you need?
You need to order, right? You need to go get transportation for that watermelon, right? How much are you going to sell that watermelon so that they acquire profit design? Correct. So
are you trying to say that maybe is a scam?
For me,
simply because you never benefited?
No, I want our people to benefit. I want this small. I want our benefit. But the way this thing was done, it's wrong. And because it was hyped using business, that's what I'm against. But even you can the government has resources. Train people in business. fly go to this one, they can give people, train people in the county, but even a town hall. By the way, Baba has how to do business because everybody, I cannot do it because I'm not good in the business.
But then mheshimiwa, depending on the communication ya rwete serikali, elinge gatia basa balibanya orata chibasa chiga, bayro to training ya kange kabla chiga bakata bingi bagwanda okara. But then at the end of the day nekenga biashara binde bionse. Naboko chage biashara na 1 million bikwe, naboko chaka na 100,000 bikwe, naboko chaka na 10,000 bikwe. Biashara werengo determine bide se monto bonyane. Ase kolindega of interest go cha so lengelinga chibasa chiga nga cha rwete se kanja ke World Bank go cha sense ya Kenya chije ko konya basaye. But you have a query on how chibasa chia chekirta basaye. Echana chekirta basaye. That's to say this onion di warenge at a privileged position. Yo determine chibasa chia chekire Kenya. Chekire serikali chitagere go kira bananchi. Nchira kinta chinde kwale go chako chitume ko nchira kichia takere go karaba chike chikonya basaye. Ana mano mosa ukali Nyamira kurwali North Mugirango tuma sina kara nyo senga whichever word ya North Mugirango.
You know na mwa tabrega tracho chitigo chama the World Bank does not give you money key. We are giving Kenya money. Yana mutu beke. So ntubwate people we have thinkers, people want to currency how is this money going to benefit most people? Well, because the problem with that money so to make it politically it can to selected few. Whereby the because my complaint is this since nyota fund like for example in Kisii County or Nyamira County, do you feel any change to our people? Something should come and at least show change. So what I'm saying is this: point using that nyota fund, about budget training, which I don't know. I didn't see that. I don't want to say something I didn't because I've did try to follow the nyota fund thing. Now I tell you to understand the impact it does Saband. But I've not what I'm saying is that they should have done good training, not only to the people, but okay, tell me. Understand what was thinking. Or now answer me this question. So how did they know? Training, it's a scam because we don't know. When did they pick people for training? Like random mudi, pick. Because I saw people trying to use the same system. Because if it was genuine, maybe because I tried to understand. We station evidence. It was not working, right? But if it worked, for example, it means maybe I have not gone to that training about they should have come like there's this money we have in World Bank. Youths, if you are interested to get this training, even training is not only specific which everybody which nyota. By random training, you can miss to get that nyota fund. But you can use that skill now. Go konyore capta yao. You go do your own things. Whatever. As a generally, say Abasaibe County and Nyamira Bonaka Tokona Rodan to the Abasaibe County and Nyamira to the Namangana to get Abasaibe County Nyamira. I think a few years ago, 1 or 2 years ago, Abasai Baro Recanate Bakro Becana, now Nyamira or Baro Becan to go Bagatabang and our Batical Magas Ekimagandro, Naboko Water Niwas Amangana, Yoko County Nyamira. Bakanya kama koleta maramika mangesana parabu nse ya muska bednego maina ngerengere kubate ko yabasai nana rugoteba a problem ya Nyamira. Our youths were very conditioned to keep quiet, and the reason is image and Nyamira paka ya very normal. The abnormal has become normal. In Chibnumu sai, what can I do for the youths of Nyamira? The first thing, give opportunity to the youths into leadership. By opportunity into leadership. So borai. Troch. Krakwa by opportunity as a borai yobo. Even employ these youths. Mate youths Nyamira. Most if you go to these departments, to these ministries, county, you don't see youths there. We have the old friends who are given. In fact, you find the old rich friends occupying this space. If you give youths this space, they can be very creative. we are living in a different generation whereby the youths are very smart, they are very creative. Na bakonya create new ways even ko konye a county to create more jobs. Create an environment whereby they can raise more revenue. So give this generation this chance. Because most of this generation we have not, we can see that they hate corruption. So at least maybe the chances of corruption the old people might this is what they want. You grow, you get a job, you employ your brother, you employ your sister. Urugabu oanse nyumba. Tingambura abantu be kwanya wafinyira abantu gete mbaibwa aticha a chance. Bono it's normal for them. Ndoko ba blame bono enya ribukara kwanya to we talk of these things. Akora na mono into torichi barimu. Because we believe our ideas na this generation but this generation these people think different. But these things, these people passion yawe is different. Passion yawe is corruption free, whether in the country or in the counties. This generation, the passion yawe no but the environment actually. They don't even need you to give them money. So I need to give these people an opportunity into leadership. The other thing, we have talents. To other talent that chigo konya vijana. Which could in Nyamira in the talent in like in the music, in art, artist. We have so many artists.
Best people, musicians come
like in about perform Bosongo. That's another thing I want to change. To go create whereby na crowd perform no Nyamira na bako ko kana ki I'm performing somewhere. So create that environment whereby youth na wao enjoy even using their talent in their county. At least ya bantu bako no Bosonge bagenda bachikobara na wako beka no chisho cyabo tukoga Nyamira bachi attract abantu barare kinyomba abantu babaga kinyomba gari. That's one thing I am thinking of. Enjoy a field of sports. Ntoko negoro ya manga stadium. A stadium can na wego chiko koena na ebinte vingi sana. Oro si stadium mingi ya na baba bantu bakwanza even ko composer stadium iwakira mipira yabo. Kokore bintu bya private kwa nyore konyora chibe sagabu wakonyire abantu bawo. Stadium na we kwanza kogera na ki torosie timu yaito ekuru Nyamira.
Akabane bwata sa ko sala.
Ne bantu mate e facility eborete. Eta binere ngangete yeji politician nje tinda akora gentekyo. Yo krosie etimu go last 1 month.
Kwa tournament.
A tournament. Akimwaka 1 month etimu entanga ni 10,000. Kombe hu editaria na nego maina. Koros de tournament mwanga ke chingo binje abantu anga ke na rosi tournament agiri chiku chikura na achire. E talent nere ya roka nditso mwana ze group e. Fantamba go chipa to follow up. Be bakonya bana be market. Di wan konya na rosi editaria na agiri chingo bingi yawe. Na achire lakini talent chire mwata to expose umwana gakwira nangia depression yakora ki ya mubwata wanza kunyoma intebi ga kyabara na murega. How many youths muma itaba get the best in maybe in soccer by waku football ya sana lakini ora basada ni bakanyoma amaru akabatutuka asinge njaro roche na gente ngenge ora ki Nyamira tro stadium 20 karachi youths akego na bakonyora neki umwana ko nyama ya mat umwana kula kerenyo bachakira ko tournament chikane ti support mune county department ya sports na error ya nse ko support competition yebe arara total kai ndojo we can form a good team echo compete no na shapa na kurusi to nye team ibere chirebe strong kuru team ya Nyamira na umwana yakwe market nyoro chide no Europe correct because talent pays. What was at the end because Nyamira is that environment.
So have you tried maybe to initiate one tournament and maybe go identify some talents and you have chipped in as a leader? You know now you are in this leadership and you need to do something abantu barochenga actually on Benego. The idea yabwate is not theoretically. Maybe we are heading to election. Have you done something that you can tell people just like a sample?
Yeah, thank you for that question. Lakini politics yanaenda itakuwa in a different way.
So you haven't tried?
Yeah.
You haven't tried any?
No, what I'm saying is this. I support people like those artists. You know, they can tell you. It's only that I don't support them on the camera, but then I record because I'm no
Okay, camera.
Okay, camera. You know, maybe that's why I'm failing. I should be doing that, but I might not do that.
Yeah, that's why I tried on the soccer side. You know, whereas the soccer and the way the talents die. That's why I'm trying. You are a leader. You know, leaders.
So what as a soccer, it is that idea. That's why what I'm doing is plan to work. By the way, I have my team which is working on that. Fund. Continuous into a permanent. I've talked to some people. We are sitting down to think again. If we do something, we are not doing it in the short term because of election. You go to a team. Turachake team. If you can work on Mopira. Edin Dekuro to resources. Now to be in our private work. Study even if it's 10 years. Like in Tokyo in Tokonangora, Nabora and Yoravan to cheaply in, watch your work, watch your support, like into a permanent teams. Chichiko Commander forever, not a team for 1 month. And after if you disappear, in Jamagan is that a point, that idea. I am thinking to do something very permanent.
Totalachi kwende sakarangarali samunaboli koro yamangana ya senate koro maita tokonya kwa differential kwa stoko be kato kwata na senate amone county ekaro tagetego kura county ego weka yani ndei complement each other county amo na senate ko lengora turabo seka ko nento nataka ko boli nekega ase kartu ko kodra koro ase ensameiga ayeno mosae weso kiri kolgie karo kyo bagavana kiro getagete chinguru china na kabisa getagete omokyo manene getagete na no muguko getagete bintu byansi you can imagine whatever kelia sa politician kiro kyo bagavana kiragani ikentege tangani kigima ngelinga abasae barora kaninga mbali bubwa interest yo wakachikura either by default or by design zachini from your end I am no mosae njira kikwanya liro ni motivate abasae banya ko abago participate ese exercise yo wakekura.
Egente tanganda ya saiba Nyamira na basaiba Kisii County Board na basaiba Kenya nekemo doje goteno kokwana should be a motivating factor asegencho ubugaba na achete una wata abantu batana ngechete to ubugaba na numwana moke ugoteno kokwana should motivate you mumanya everything is possible nabo gotenena nabo nabo to kunyago chenchi chikura nabo to jago chenchi bugambi bwa Nyamira the only way to change bugambi bwa Nyamira no kwenda gukora ki wakeku to kunyago wakeku onye tura bwate kura mambi nindo mucho Nyamira ni mwate road show nene sana ego chikwende kareche evijana bya Nyamira kubwata ekura sahi to register new voters engane mistake do chaba nebe mbaro bari babwate kura for example aba youths youths babwate kura kini bate waka kura ege do chikyaba chi politician chito ndo chi chakora mbama te youths babanje timono wono bawe kenga kyumo yeye chikura baba mete ya makombe na amaru baba tawitana torende chikura barabanza yanza wita at the end of the day batamba chiwaka ku kwanyo muntu nyira maruti ndo cyari yondo rwanire yondo se yabere bamnyo kandi kuri waka chikura bantu bate amungi nera abugite sako nambira akoraki akanda gake kura ekura ya abuno egento kende to bande ko chenchi asegenje to kwini kare cyaba gose ko make youth ba akakura segenje mumaita na babatagete lakini the most important thing ente to motivate abantu bon spi aba youths ba Nyamira buna everything is possible for us to correct change we sokorata mabadika se county Nyamira endo yuka tra koragio kaneke no kumuka to anse ko register ko to kwatie kura kurugabu na botokunyara tuimuke niri tukuchukwa kuchukura tuwake chikura yeah ende kuchinde ku move around ko bakwanera
ko initiative abasaya baja ko bagwa kachikura timatita chinde ya rokandenga na karamuna tubwate continuous voter registration nini CVR para basaya baranya ko bagwa toke byego abande banyaka bakorakana nga batamire ko bagusiria uburoso metinga sam na twara muchando sana igoro yamangana ya senate ka taranjira danga kwa mwenri
sam no ndana bokumbu
sawa na twara muchando kidogo kwa sababu nchira ya kwera nilia I wasn't convinced because into what actually you cannot separate a county ne senator and I simply asked you whether you understand the role of a senate or a senate of a county egasi ya ene ritokurukanga oversight ama ore osema chiko ye county ngakichiba chiko governor chiabo fuel levy twara chiachire and other things and maybe representing as a delegate kero maybe we have an impeachment nama chiko tebanga mugala muwe na haki umpe do you know how many times Nyariva achire in Senate and he has never produced some document?
Yes, the last one, even the last one.
What's the mistake is that?
That's a very good question. Ochi the first time, turn documents. Ochi the second time, turn document. Ochi the third time, turn documents. Same Senate. That Senate thing. Nenda makonde we have given again 30 days.
For the time the 40 time
produce. Nenda na bako genda nenda 40 time akoreki. So abuno ngata na sama ogaki asekinja siasa ya Kenya. Mna one police warrior. Roche kara impeachment ya bwatete mwapita nyalibo iganje tamati sana paka matianga kama chama kama tena kabutue kama tena yango na UPA no ra henda na garake amwanjete lakini kara mangana impeachment ya sote ngia kwa ngeya tumete kochi akaroka no tumwe ujisa serika ikine kare sende ngia bet.
So I think to bwaderi chiko I think we need to go to aseri chiko. What could have Senate done? Maybe say issue, because I know he has gone more than 5 times as a Bungelia Senate and he has never produced even the recent one.
Yeah.
So one aginata ko linking the senator, has he done his work by summoning the governor to come, because that is an oversight role. So has he failed as a senator to do the oversight? It's or musamoni, for example, kama musamoni ochire pre document, right? Because that's the work of senator governor and Senate, meaning or maybe there's something originally there's something which is not done right. For example, issue ya match, right? Originally this is the problem. So what I want you to musamoni to Senate, the whole Senate bona yama kupepo muzigo yo yama nyago fail the first time because we have a constitution that says
no.
So I think
kuna ki fail minute neke koranga time fail minute neke ochire atawa the document first time wakiro the second time no third time fourth time 50 times so what
so
Senate should come in. Senate can create now no, you cannot you should become with all the documentation. Yeah, so or create the first time, second time you go to Senate ya feel more chance again 50 times 60
because the chance that is remaining is through the because the MCS actually the role they have is oversight aba MCS baro and you can tell that maybe there's a problem. Impeach, but the senators cannot designing a key impeach. Like now, let me tell you an example.
Yeah, I understand, but those are two things you are talking about.
Allow me finish. Allow me finish.
Yeah.
A Senate, aba MCA, embabwate amachikawa ye county.
Yeah.
In fact, the first people of oversight want to talk about MCA, of which I haven't heard you talk about our MCA, and solely it is their role because nobody closer to the county government.
I'll talk about that.
Bono, abantaba mbabwate richi kuliko bagaidinga wikuikirani 2/3. If you don't have 2/3, in fact, in Uganda Senate, even if that impeachment takes place, but at the end of the day, and the court will interpret that the governor, corruption error, whatever you are saying.